I want to thank everybody for coming out here to Blizzard today. It's great whenever you can find a group of motivated game testers to test our new Call of Duty video game. Before I start this presentation, I just want to say that if you got them, smoke them. We're a fun company. Don't take yourself too seriously. We want to know what we can fix with our game before we have the launch. And if you have any questions during my presentation, just jump up, state your question, and then I'll answer it for you. But you will find that there is a lot of information that you will find that all your questions will be answered during this presentation. Like I said, you're here to help our company find the bugs and the glitches before we put our product on the market. For those who do not know, we've been pumping out Call of Duty games for the last 15 years. Every single year, every November, these games come out. Right now, it's August, and before we start producing these games, we need to know there's bugs and glitches. You are all here to help us find that out. We will begin by opening the application. The application for Battle.net, or for the Call of Duty game, is going to be under Battle.net, which will be right here. This is what it looks like. We're going to open it up. We're going to type in our password. We will give you a company password so you don't have to make an account, because all you're here to do today is to find the bugs and the glitches. We have a little update going on, which we're constantly updating. So if it would be in your best interest if you allowed this process to take place. Once you get through there, you want to hit the play button. You're going to launch the game. Any moment now. I understand our computers are a little bit slower, but it shouldn't take away from the experience of playing the video game. So I have the volume down, but while you're going through this process, you're gonna make sure that the sound card is good, that everything's coming out correctly. This is a startup sequence. Gonna go ahead and click through that. It's connecting to online services because you need to play this video game online. Everybody's computer should be connected to the internet when you're playing this game. And also, whenever the updates are running, it also needs to be plugged into the internet, so that way you can get every single update that Blizzard pushes out. Now, I understand you want to jump into the game. Everybody's excited about playing the new Call of Duty game, but what I need you to do is I need you to go through every little sequence right here, everything that you can click, make sure it works. Down here at the bottom, open up your party invites, make sure your option screens works. You want to go through, look at all the you want to go through and you want to click on all these things. Make sure you click on the arrows, see if you can change all the settings. Make sure that it's reading your graphics card correctly. You can also change the resolution if you want to. The audio, muting everybody in your party. So make sure you go through all these tabs up at the top of the screen to make sure everything works correctly. And if it doesn't, you want to let us know so we can tell our coders to make it better, to make it so the product is working for our customer. Come downstairs to the bottom left corner. You see there's two more buttons. Make sure you make sure those two buttons work. Go into the multiplayer. You're gonna have patch notes. Patch notes are gonna come up every single time the game opens up, and if there are no patches, then it's gonna tell you that there's no patches. You can read through all of these right here, and we're gonna make sure that all the tabs, once again at the top, work correctly. Come down to the bottom left corner, close it. And then all these tabs on your multiplayer, which this game is, it is highly suggested that you play multiplayer, right? This is our meat and potatoes for the company. This is where, like, after everyone gets done with the campaign, this is where everybody comes to. So you want to make sure all the tabs are working. You want to go and look at your loadouts. I have my loadouts already set up. I love playing this video game, and I hope you do too. going into your loadouts, you want to make sure you get all the way in depth. Make sure all the tabs work. Make sure you're looking at the right weapon that's displayed. So if I'm looking at the FR556, I want to make sure this is the right weapon, because you don't want to look at this the FR556 and there would be a grenade sitting in its place. That's a bug, and we need to know about it. Going back. Make sure you look through all of the the loadouts right here, all the loadout choices. You know, your primary, your secondary, all the perks, your lethal, your tactical. Oh, and before I get too carried away, make sure, like the weapons bundle down here in the bottom right corner, make sure that this works. Everybody's able to get to it, because this looks like a really cool weapon pack right here. And if no one can get to it, then you know it's kind of a waste. You know? So click the R button or the R key and make sure you're able to get to those bundles. Going back. And one more time. Oh, before we leave this page, once again, make sure all the tabs up here at the top, you're able to click on all of them and get to the screen that comes up with it. Going back. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get into some actual gameplay, and I know you won't have time to go through every single game, every single match and every single map that is in this game, but we want you to be able to look through quite a few of them. So we're just going to go to, let's say, the hardcore shipment 24/7. So I'm going to make sure that is selected in the hardcore game mode, and I'm going to go back. How I'm going to verify that my filter is still up is I'm going to hover over quick play, and it's going to show me my filter. It's going to say hardcore, play rotation of selected game modes and map types. And I did select hardcore. So I'm going to click directly on quick play, and I'm going to get into the match. What it's going to do is it's going to show you all your teammates and all your enemies on one screen. Might take a couple of minutes to find people who are on the same ping as you, in the same location, same region, United States. It won't start kicking you out to Russia until like our servers start becoming more and more empty. But since we are at launch, I expect that our servers should be completely full. So here it is. It's putting us into the game. Alright, click your weapon loadout, whichever one you made. Click on it, make sure you have it in your hand right here. And you're gonna have this a lot where people are shooting at you, and because you know it's Call of Duty, this is what happens. You want to make sure that all your directional buttons work. Want to make sure all your key bindings are right, and you want to make sure that you can reload your weapon. You can cycle your weapon. You can drop down to the prone, come up to the kneeling, and stand all the way up. You want to make sure that all your weapons work correctly. I'm shooting. Make sure all the buttons work, all the key binding. Make sure you can change the sensitivity on your mouse. Make sure that this game responds to every input you put in when you want it to be, when you I apologize if I'm stammering while doing this. But it's really hard to talk and try to help out my teammates while I'm inside the game. And I was missing. See, that could be a coding error, because as you see, I was shooting at that guy, and he did not go down. I don't want to say die. It sounds a little too hard for this kind of. But we all know what this game is made for. It's made to be fun, and it's made to run around. And there's people that are going to be a little bit better than you. But remember, some of these coding is based off of that you will find players in. So if somebody's getting a slower ping than you are, and having a little bit more success, they're having a little bit more success playing the game, and they can see you a little bit quicker. So in hardcore game modes, you won't be able to see the kill cam, the kill feed. But if you were to play a regular match, you would see the differences in what you see on your screen and what your enemy sees on your screen. So if there's a bigger lag, make sure you let us know so we can inform our developers and so we can fix the lag issue. I will go negative this match. I'm not really good at the game, but I enjoy playing it because I feel like our coders have tightened up the game a lot, but they have not played the game, or they're not as dedicated to playing the game as the consumers. But they do want to make sure that the game is actually intelligent. So that way everything is fair. Once you in the game, you want to back out of the lobby. Make sure you're able to, and it brings you right back to the startup screen in your online matchmaking mode. I won't take up any more of your time. I know you are extremely excited to play this video game and to let us know what we can do to make this game better. If you have any questions, I'll be sitting up front. I'll probably be playing this same video game too, making sure all the bugs and the glitches are out. Don't be afraid to state what you find wrong with the game. If you find glitches and bugs, or if you feel like there's something that could be done better, please let us know, because we want to make this game perfect before the launch. Alright everybody, happy gaming.